Hey, what's up guys? I am back with another Minecraft tutorial, and in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to build this large suburban house. So, the house has 7 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. So, off to the right side of the house, you have your car garage, and then I also decided to add a smaller garage for maybe like a motorcycle. Then I left the backyard very simple. I just had a small yard as well as a deck. But now let's go ahead and get right into building it. Alright, so if you want just the house itself, then you're going to be paying attention to that inner rectangle. So from left to right, you want 55 blocks, and from front to back, you want 37. Then, if you want everything around the house, which includes basically like the front yard, the backyard, and the driveway for the garage, then from left to right, you're gonna want 66 blocks, and from front to back, you're gonna want 67. You can also see that you should be paying attention to that outer rectangle. Then, for the space at the front, that's going to include the front yard. So you just want to make sure in between the 2 lines, there is 17 blocks of grass. Then, for the space at the right, that is going to be for the driveway. So you should have 10 spaces of grass in between those lines. And then, for the backyard, you should have 11 spaces of grass in between the 2 lines. Okay, so for part 1 of this tutorial, we're going to start out by doing the foundation for the building, so we know exactly what the shape is going to be and how big the house is actually gonna be. And then we'll go ahead and bring up the walls for the first floor of the house. So you want to go ahead and grab some andesite, pillar quartz blocks, white concrete, gray concrete, white stained glass panes, quartz stairs, bricks, granite, and dark oak fences. We are going to be grabbing 2 more blocks, or 2 more materials. That's going to be the dark oak planks and the tripwire hooks. That's going to be used for the garage doors. So we're going to start at the front left-hand side of the house. So just make sure you're at the front side of your shape. Make sure you also have your andesite. And we're going to go right here at the inner shape for the house. We're going to start here on this yellow concrete. We're going to count towards the back 9 blocks, including the yellow concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you just want to place 1 block of andesite here. Make sure it's right on the edge of this yellow concrete, not on top of it. It's just right here on the grass. So we counted back 9 blocks. That's just going to mark out exactly where we have our house for now. So this is like the most important thing if you want to stay within the plot size. So make sure, I'll count it one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on the 9th block we have this andesite. It's right next to the yellow concrete. I want to make this very clear so that you guys stay within the plot size. Alright, let's now continue with our andesite, go behind the block that we placed, and we're going to place another 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can then place another 2 to the right, and then behind this you can place another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from up above, you should have a shape like this. Once again, we are at the left side of the house, and I'm looking at it down from basically like the front side. So right now we're just working on the left side of the house. Next, with your andesite still, we're going to head to the back side where we left off. You want to go to the right of this block and place another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you could go towards the back, another 2 blocks, Then go from the corner towards the right and place 1. Then go from the corner towards the right again. Then go to the right 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll go back in and place 1 more right here from the corner. Okay, so now we are working our way towards the back side of the house. And this is the shape you should have right now. So now we're going to head back over where we left off, and as you can see, we are looking at it from the backside of the house now. We're going to go behind this block of andesite right here, and we're going to go towards the left 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now make sure you're still lined up with this last block. We're going to go out and place 1. Then we're going to go towards the left from the corner and place 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go back in from the corner again. We're going to place 1. Then we're going to go in again and we're going to place 3. So from up above, remember this is the back side and it should look like this. Now, go back where we left off once again. We're going to go from right here and we're going to place 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then starting right here, you could just bring it out and we're going to go towards the left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go back in behind this last block and we're going to place 4 going towards the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's go behind this block. We're going to place 1 more. So now we are at the wall, like the side where the garage doors are going to be, as you can actually see over there. So right here, we're going to skip over 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can then place 2 more blocks right here. So you should have 5 spaces. Then go from... or make sure you're lined up at this block, and you could place another 2. Then you could skip over 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you could place another 2 here. So make sure you're also not on top of the yellow concrete, but you're right on the edge. And you should have 8 spaces in between here. And then 5 spaces in between that side. So this is like the regular sized garage where you're going to put your car. This is the smaller one where the motorcycle would be. Alright, so this is what we have. So now I am back at the front side. We're going to head back over where we left off. So I'm looking at it from the front and you just want to go to the left. We're going to place another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you could go out, starting right here, place 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go behind this last block and place 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you could go out right here, 2. Then go over to the left, 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Now let's place another 2 behind that, and then you could go over to the left, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and it should meet up with the block that we started with. So we have the entire foundation for the house. So this is the shape. So this is what you should have so far. So we'll go ahead and start bringing up all of the walls for the first floor of the house, and then that'll be it for part 1. So now, like I said, let's go ahead and start bringing up our walls. So I'm currently at the front side of the build, and I'm going to go to this corner right here. You can switch to your pillar quartz block, place it on that corner. You can then switch to your bricks, This is going to be the wall where we have our front porch, as you can see over there. So I decided to do a mixture between bricks and granite. So I'm going to then place 11 bricks to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could skip 3. And then continue bringing this straight across until you meet up with this corner. And for the corner, you're going to have another pillar quartz block. So you have a pillar quartz, then 11 brick. You skip 3, and then you have another 11 brick, and then a pillar quartz again. Okay, so now you can switch to your white concrete. We're going to go all the way around and add just one layer of white concrete on top of the andesite. Keep in mind, we're going to leave 3 spaces empty there at the back side. Same thing that we did here, because this is the front door. That's going to be the back door. So I'll show you that when we actually get back there. So let's just, oh yeah, by the way, for all of the corners, we have to also make sure we have a pillar quartz block. I almost forgot about that. So for this corner here, then we're going to have white concrete. And then this corner is going to have a pillar. Is that white concrete right there? Okay, so white concrete here is then a pillar. 2 more white concrete. Then white concrete, a pillar. Then we'll bring this back. We have another pillar. We'll bring this. We have another pillar here. Fill all of this in. Wrap it around. And then we have a pillar right here and right here. Then this is all white concrete. Then another pillar is there. Now remember, like I said, we have to leave 3 spaces matched up at the front for our back door. So we filled in 4 spaces on each side. Alright, left 3 spaces in the middle. Then we have our pillar quartz block, some white concrete, 2 more pillars, more white concrete, wrap it around. Then right here, fill all of this in. So yeah, I think you guys got the point. We're going to have another one here. Then we're going to push this all the way up to the front, this corner, or you guessed it, another pillar. And then we'll wrap it around and meet up where we left off, or basically where we started. So I'll go up above. You could see exactly what we did. You can see where all of the pillars are. It's basically just in all of the outer corners of the building, for the most part. So I'll go up above. Maybe you could pause the video and match it up to how mine is. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so now make sure to switch to your pillar quartz block. We're going to go to every corner where we ended up placing one, and we're going to bring it up an extra 6 layers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So including the one that we placed, it should be 7 in total. Alright, so I'm going to go all the way around and do this for the rest of the pillars. Is that we're going to fill in all of the space in between all of the pillars, for example, like right here. So we're just going to bring up the walls. As simple as that. So then that'll be it for part 1. So let me go around, bring up all of the pillars. We'll fill in our walls, add our windows and stuff. Fill in the garage doors as well. And that'll be it. Alright, so I went all the way around and added an extra 6 layers on top of all of the pillars, so they are now at 7 in total. Okay, let's first start by doing the windows for the brick section first, right here in the middle at the front side. So you can switch to your brick. I'll start over here at the right. We're going to place 1. You can then switch to your gray concrete, place 1, skip 1, place 1. Skip 2, then place 1, skip 1, and place 1. So you should have 2 bricks remaining right here. So go ahead and fill that in. Alright, then let's go to this side. We're going to fill in 1 space here. Then it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to have gray concrete. We're going to skip over 4 spaces. And then have gray concrete here. Then we're going to fill in 4 brick. So normally when I do my houses, I would have it exactly the same. So I would have that window exactly the same as this one. But for the interior, I have a wall right here, and then we have our staircase going up to the second floor. So if I had a window here, it would have got covered up by the wall that's right here. So I decided to go with this window instead, and there's just like a hallway right here. So something a little bit different. Yeah, it doesn't always need to be exactly perfect. It still looks good. It should still be fine. Alright. So now let's go ahead and add an extra 3 layers of gray concrete on top of the gray concrete that we have, so they are 4 in total. Alright, you can then switch to your quartz stairs. We're going to place them upside down in between all of the gray concrete. You can then switch to your white stained glass panes and fill in all of the remaining space for the windows. Alright, so remember we have that granite in our inventory. We're not going to really worry about adding all of the texture to the brick quite yet. We'll do that last. But we do want to fill in all of the remaining space around the windows with brick for now. So bring it up to the same height as the pillars that we brought up. So there's 2 extra blocks above the windows, as you can see. Alright, I'm going to do the same on this side. Alright, then let's go ahead and do our front door, so you can switch to your white stained glass panes. We'll go to the right, we'll bring it up 4 blocks, go to the left, bring it up 4, then 3 upside down quartz stairs, 2 layers of brick, switch back to your glass. You could curve out the bottom one, skip the second one, and curve out the 2 at the top. Then for that empty space, you can fill it in with a dark oak fence for handles for the doors. So this is what we have so far. We'll head on over, let's see, we'll do this side. So you can switch to your white concrete. We're going to fill in this, obviously. There's not going to be a window just right here. That wouldn't make sense. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and fill this completely in. Okay, then this section, we're going to fill this in and fill this in. It looks like we're going to have a 2 block wide window here. So we'll bring this up, switch to your gray concrete, place 1, skip 2, place 1, bring it up an extra 3, so it's 4 in total, upside down quartz stairs, white stained glass panes, and then your extra layers of white concrete. Alright, then this entire wall is also going to be filled in with white concrete. Alrighty then, this, fill it in, this, fill it in, and these spaces fill in as well. Pretty simple. Then we got this section right here. So remember, this is the side where the garage doors are. So we'll go ahead and switch to some dark oak planks. We'll switch out the granite for now, and we'll switch out the fences as well for the tripwire hook. Switch to your dark oak planks. We're going to go in 1 block. So it's not on the same edge as this wall, but we're going to bring it in, completely fill this in. Alright, add an extra 2 layers on top of this. Then we'll wrap this around, so we just have an empty rectangle. Then we're going to go up 1 more. Make sure you're in 1 block on each side. So this is the shape. Okay, so you can switch to your white concrete, and we'll go ahead and fill in all of the remaining space above the door. Just like that. Switch to your white stained glass panes, fill in the window. Then down here, we're going to have 2 tripwire hooks. Looks a little weird just to have 1, because that's off center, so I just decided to add 2, so it's all even. Now this one, it's actually going to be even with the tripwire hook, because this is 5 spaces. Go in, Then add your 3 layers of wood. Then it's going to be the same design, it's just a little bit smaller. So it looks like this. As you can see, same exact design, it's just 5 blocks wide instead of 8. And then you have your white stained glass panes. Like I said, the tripwire hook, we're only going to have one and it's perfectly centered. And then you can switch to your white concrete and fill in all of the space around the edge of the door. Alright, so this is what the garage door side is looking like. Alright, now let's go to the back. So we're going to fill in this section here with white concrete. Cool. Then we're going to have another 2 block wide window, the same that we did at the front. So right here. Then 2 upside down quartz stairs, 2 layers of white concrete, and your white stained glass panes. Then we have this section here, which is going to be completely filled in with white concrete. Okay, so this is what the backside looks like, same as the front. Now we are at this backside here in the middle. So we're going to have some windows here so you could completely fill this in and this in. Then another 2 block wide window right here. Make sure these are 4 in height. Upside down quartz stairs. 2 layers of white concrete and white stained glass panes. Okay, then this section on each side with your white concrete will be completely filled in. And then we'll do the same on this side. Then we have our back door here. It's going to be the same as the front. So you can switch to your glass, bring it up 4 in height on each side. Then upside down quartz stairs. Then white concrete on top. Switch back to your glass. Curve out the bottom one and the 2 at the top. Then an empty space. We have to grab our fence again and have these as the handles. We'll go ahead and grab our granite as well. Okay, now we're going to have another window here, the same that we just did on that side. So fill in 1 space going all the way up on each side. And then a 2 block wide window here in the middle. White stained glass panes. 2 layers of white concrete. Okay, then right here, we'll go ahead and completely fill this in. Then this is the bathroom for this bedroom that's going to be here. So we're going to fill in 1 space next to this pillar. Then we're going to have a 1 block wide window. Make sure this is all an extra 3 layers, so it's 4 in total. Upside down stair, white stained glass pane. Then the rest of this wall is going to be completely filled in with white concrete. Looking good. Now let's go to this wall. We're going to have another 1 block wide window so we can fill in 1 space here next to the pillar. This is right where our 1 block wide window will be. So 1 space, then our window. Upside down quartz stair, white stained glass panes, and then white concrete around the edge. We'll fill this corner in. Okay, so that is that window, perfectly center for this little section of the wall. Okay, so right here, we'll fill in this side, and fill in this side. Then we're going to have 2 block wide windows. So 1, skip over 2, place 1. 1, skip over 2, place 1, leaving 2 spaces in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, guys, in case you didn't notice, if you've watched any of my other tutorials, I made this part like completely uncut. I actually basically just like memorize the entire house for this floor. So let me know if you like how I just try to make this as uncut as possible, because normally when I do the walls for the house, I would like do one wall, I would cut to the next part, do another wall, cut to the next part. And the reason why I would do that is because I would always go back and forth because I wouldn't memorize the walls. In this case, this house is actually very simple, so I just basically already knew from experience how I did everything. I didn't actually memorize the house, I just already know what I would do. So yeah, make it a little easier for you guys so it's not cutting all over the place and it's just all uncut. You can follow along a lot easier. But this is the final wall. We're going to fill in this side. We're going to fill in this as well as one extra layer right here. Then we're going to switch to our gray concrete. We're going to place one, skip one, place one, skip two, place one, skip one, and place one. Just another window right here, bring this all up. And yeah, so hopefully making it uncut like this is a lot easier for you guys to follow along. And I'm always trying to do this as much as I possibly can. If the video ends up cutting a lot, that is because I'm going back and forth between the house because I don't remember exactly what I did. But like I said, in this case, it's actually a very simple house, and from my past experience, I already knew exactly how I would do everything. So this is what it looks like. So we just brought up all of the walls for the first floor of the house, and that'll be it for part 1. Okay guys, real quick, I actually forgot the granite. I was probably just going to leave this for the first thing that we do in part 2, but in case some of you guys wonder why we even had the granite, I guess I'll go ahead and just hurry up and do it. So yeah, I did just like end the video, but what we're going to do is like cut out a bunch of random holes in the brick, and then we're going to fill all of this in with granite. So it's going to be just a mixed up pattern between the brick and the granite. You could try and even it out between the two, doesn't really matter. You don't actually have to add this either if you don't want to. I personally think it just adds more texture and more detail to this wall instead of leaving it just a solid layer of brick. So yeah, I'm gonna go around, fill all of this in. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this part. I just ended the video and then I was like, oh, I forgot about the granite. So to prevent questions like, why did we have the granite? I just went ahead and did it real quick. So there we go, just some little texture for that wall. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for part 1 for this tutorial on how to build this large suburban house. And if this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Later.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us?